What's going on? What's up with y'all? Bro, I'm just gonna kick things off. You feel me? This is me reading these books. You feel me? Reading these books, starting off. You feel me? I don't really read like that, and I listen to audiobooks like as much as I read, or maybe more. But yeah, I'm tired. It's like midnight. I really should be sleeping. I gotta be up early tomorrow, like at 8. But I just want to talk about what I've learned so far in these books. So I'm just gonna open up my notes. Alright, so in my notes, it shows. Let me just smile so I can see myself. Alright, so right here in my notes, it talks about things like from the book that I'm reading. Let me just find the name of this book so I don't mess it up and sound like an idiot. It is A Purpose-Driven Life. Right, I'm on day 4. Day 1 and 2, I really just like, it seemed like an intro to me. I didn't really like, I was kind of driving. I didn't really concentrate, but when I did concentrate, I was like, that was a good book. I'm reading this other book and it's not really that good, but it's kind of weird, kind of sinister. I like it because it talks in a godly perspective, not really like, worldly perspective, such as these other books, these other autobiographies and things like that. But The Purpose-Driven Life is a book that kind of like pushes you towards your purpose. And finding what your purpose is, not through your own understanding, but through God. Because God talks about how He said, "Do not lean onto your own understandings." It says that in the Bible. But anyways, nonetheless, I digress. So day 3, I just wrote down a bunch of notes, but this day I learned that of reading, I learned a couple of things. So I'm just gonna say that for y'all. It says, do less and do only what matters most. Me personally, like, I do way too much stuff that is good but don't really matter, and it doesn't really it's not really aimed, towards my purpose or targeted towards a certain purpose. Just doing a good deed or doing something nice for people or for I don't know, just to fulfill just the desire to do something. Even though I could put the same energy into something else, which leads on to the other note I left, which says prune away even good activities and do what only matters most. See, all these good activities I do reflect well on me, but do not help me. You feel me? And that's probably why I talk about pruning away the good activities and do what only matters most. Not saying do bad activities, but yes, do good activities, but only if they matter the most. Don't waste your time on these other things. To me, I think this is like those workouts that people do at at the gym, where you look at it like, are they doing it right? You feel me? They moving a whole lot, they doing a whole lot. Is that really, you know what I'm saying? Like those Zumba dances, bro. Do the weirdest dances. Are they really losing that much weight? Or are they just told or programmed, hey, you're gonna lose weight if you do this? It's kind of like, bro, really, bro, just go run on the treadmill, do that stuff. Maybe they don't want to do that stuff. Who knows? I don't know. But you know, like being busy without it being targeted towards something drives you away from your purpose. Of course, your target should always be a purpose. So for me, my purpose to do good things or to push myself to work hard, to be a good example for my sibling, my family, my girl. You know what I'm saying? Show them what a good example of a godly man looks like. And it's my job to follow the purpose of becoming a good godly man. So one of the things could be, hey, lock in and show these people that it's important to handle your business, pay your bills, work hard. Handle what you gotta do. Or you're having a bad day or something happens. Show the people that when you have a bad day, you don't just sit in a room and cry. You lock in, do what you gotta do. But anyway, I digress on that point. Um, Basically, just do what you gotta do and make sure it's directed to your purpose. Not just folly around doing anything. Next, let's keep focused on the goal. Those who are, Paul said in the Bible, Apostle Paul, I think it is. Maybe I'm wrong, but Paul said in the Bible, let's keep focused on that goal. Those of us who want it, who want everything God has for us. So those of us who want all the things God has for us, we gotta lock in on. You know what I'm saying? We gotta lock in. You feel me? We gotta be focused on our goals and on the goal that God has for us, which is the purpose. Again, it's all about purpose. So, you know, if you don't want all the things God has for you, because God has stuff for you. You got stuff you can access. A lot of people just don't want to access it. They too busy doing all these bad things, going to party, going getting drunk, going to do bad stuff. Because it's fun. It ain't fun. It's fun stuff. But I don't know what the concept or who made the concept of fun being something like being maybe getting adrenaline from doing the wrong thing, getting that fear factor, and it woke me up. That's dead. That's why I never go to parties and do all that stuff because, bro, what are you doing, bro? Could be accessing the stuff God has for you. But what are you doing? You feeding into the world and the devil's lies. Oh, it's fun to be at a party. You getting set back.
Creators, take these
But
three
you
apps
getting
up
set
to
back
run
in a
my
crowd
business made with Base
and
44. They're
getting
ready for
set
you
back with
as free to
company.
use
So
templates
what they
and
say,
link
like
building.
they
Let's
say
talk
misery loves
productivity.
company.
As a one man show, I have to handle
If
everything myself.
you
So
are
leaving a task
accompanied
isn't
by a
an
bunch of
option.
lost
I built a
people,
scheduling
you
calendar
don't seem
managed
lost
by
because they're in
content,
a
and
crowd.
I
Oh,
added
everyone seems
reminders
to be
for all the
happy
little
at the
tasks
party,
that
wasting
keep
their
things
time. It
moving.
must be the right thing to do.
Second, my community.
That's why you got to
I
take
built
a
a
step back.
content
Say,
hub
who are these
where I share
people?
free assets,
What
gather leads, and even host
what
free
seems to be their
memberships.
goal?
Then I
Because
added
it
a
really
booking
looks like these
system
people
so
that go to
people can
parties look
schedule
like they
one-on-one
chasing the
calls with
wind
easy. And
and
third,
they
creative
just
ideation.
doing
A hub that
whatever in the
lets the
moment,
AI
or
developer
hey, this is a
explore
fun thing. Let's
ideas.
drink and
One
let's
section brainstorming
look at this guy.
concepts,
He's drunk.
another
It's
for
funny,
splitting content
or not
across
even
different
drinking. Put that aside.
platforms. I
Oh,
can
let's
always
dance
add
at this
more
party and
like a
stuff.
title generator
Oh
for
yeah, I don't
PDF,
care. I got to work in the
so
morning
I don't
tomorrow.
waste time stuck on
Bro,
headlines
lock
at
in,
all.
bro. Get good
You know your
sleep.
workflow better
Get
than
your good
anyone,
sleep, or
so
if you're
take
gonna
these three
stay up
freebie
doing something
templates I built
productive, bro.
with
Don't
Beta
waste your time.
44 and make
Come on,
them
bro.
your own.
Lock in, bro. Let's lock in. Um, Next, knowing your purpose motivates your life. All these people don't know their purpose, so they go do things and prove how lost they are. Knowing your purpose will motivate your life. For me, I know what I gotta do is not give up. I don't fully know my purpose. Cause I want to sit here and sound like a know-it-all, but I don't fully know my purpose. I know that most of it has to do with being a good example. So what am I finna do? I'm finna lock in, put the work in, and not do it in a performative way to just show or look like I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it for me. Even when the people ain't looking, I'm locking in. I'm working on my site. I'm at work. I'm looking at videos and having improvements. Lots of things. Boom. Yeah. Anyways, um, next, sorry. Um, know my purpose. Going for real. Next, purpose produces passion. Nothing energizes you like a clear purpose. That kind of flows in with the first one. Um, Nothing drives you like knowing your clear purpose. When you know your clear purpose, you know what you're supposed to do. And if you're a true person, you true to yourself, you're gonna do what you're supposed to do instead of wasting time. Simple. You know, just not running low on time. So continue on to the next thing. Um, a person dissipates with a lack of work. Meaningless work wears us down. Don't do a bunch of random stuff. If you can cut short on things, do it. Our time here is limited. So if our time here is limited, we don't got room. Why spend so much time on things that don't matter? Anyways, let's lock in. We gotta lock in with our purpose. Day 3. Boom. We learned a lot of things. doing less, focusing on what matters, not being confused, not mixing activity with productivity instead of wasting our time doing so much. We're gonna
EDP
do
is basically
not
freedom.
little,
It's a
but
giant
do
open
what's
universe
more
where
important.
you can do
You know,
whatever you want.
focus on little increments
You can have
of
really
focus.
relaxed,
You know what I'm saying?
slow
Like
paced stuff where you can
focus
take it
yourself on the
easy,
little things that matter the most and the
or you can be on the
multitude of
edge of
things
your
that
seat,
are just endless or
shaking, making
really
split
matter
second
1%. If
decisions.
something matters 50%, do it more than the thing that matters
This
1%.
is Eve.
So
You
try to
know, it's
get
a
the thing that
crazy universe where
matters
anything can happen
100%
and however you want to
over
do it,
all of it.
go for it.
That's day 3.
I would describe myself as
Yeah,
a
I'm
freedom
gonna hit
fighter.
that. It's my first
My very
video.
first character was an
I'm gonna
Avatar
do day
character because
4,
it just seemed like the coolest, you know, most
maybe
powerful
tomorrow,
people.
maybe
And I was
right
like,
now.
I want to be that guy.
But yeah,
I started out doing the
I'm just gonna
missions in
work on my
HiSec.
things
I want to be on
and
the
get
side
big.
of people who are fighting against the oppression, against the bad guys. And once I learned that you can basically help them and fight the other factions, that was